The TV1 News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, I'm Jasmine Irojak with Wednesday's news.
In this edition, fuel price remains unchanged. Government assures equal benefits. And Women's Rugby League kick off this weekend.
The Independent Consumer and Competition Commission has announced that the indicative retail fuel prices remain unchanged. This is effective today, July the 8th, despite a significant drop in international oil prices, which saw the subsidized amount drop from 4 kina per litre in April to around 1 kina this month.
In a media statement issued Tuesday, 7th July 2026, the Independent Consumer and Competition Commission noted that in line with the NEC decision number 125/2026, the fuel subsidy program will continue until 31st December 2026 by maintaining the retail pump prices at March 2026 levels. Under the revised arrangement, the subsidy will be targeted towards retail customers, drum sales, PNG Power Limited and aviation sector. The ICC stated that the NEC has further resolved to remove the premiums in the fuel pricing methodology given that the Middle East tension have ceased and oil prices have dropped. Hence, there will be no premiums allowed in the monthly fuel price calculations going forward. According to the watchdog, international oil prices have dropped significantly in early June and into July 2026 due to easing geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, combined with weakening global demand and rising oil supply from organizations of the petroleum exporting countries and its extended coalition of oil-producing countries. The recent market developments have lowered the domestic fuel prices but still slightly above the March 2026 levels due to currency-driven inflation and domestic freight rate readjustments for the third quarter of 2026. Under the Fuel Relief Assistance Arrangement, fuel importers will continue to source fuel at prevailing international prices exclusive of any premiums and sell domestically to the retail service stations and or their contract customers at mattress prices, while the government, through the subsidy program, continues to cover the difference. The ICCC also issued warning to fuel importers, distributors, wholesalers and retailers to comply with the set rates.
Residents of Rambuka and Vaderi villages in Ward 4 of the Hirikoyari local level government met yesterday to mobilize efforts to strengthen law and order, promote unity, and address issues affecting the daily lives of villagers. Discussions included practical ways of improving peace, safety, and cooperation between both communities. Community leader and chairman Abari Gorari said restoring and maintaining law and order is a high priority, adding that it is everyone's responsibility in keeping the peace. The meeting concluded with the election of a new law and order board. The board will lead and coordinate peace and law and order efforts. Communities living along the Papua LNG project corridors have been urged that the government is committed to ensuring they are included in the project's benefit-sharing arrangements. This was highlighted during the Papua LNG Development Forum in Port Moresby today.
Minister for Petroleum Jimmy Maladina says the government will ensure communities living along the Papua LNG project corridors are included in the project's benefit sharing arrangements as the project makes progress. Speaking at the Papua LNG Development Forum in Port Moresby today, Minister Maladina said the government is determined to ensure that project-affected communities receive a fair share of the economic and social benefits generated by the Papua LNG project. He emphasized that inclusive development remains a key priority and assured landowners that the government will continue engaging with stakeholders to ensure their interests are considered as the project progresses.
To come out and let our people in the districts and in the provinces know that there is no misunderstanding. There might be some misunderstanding that we will have some of our people missing out, or their voices are not going to be heard in the development forum. And let me make it very clear, very unequivocally clear. From where I sit and I look down in this project and the footprint area and the provinces, I believe the government has taken care that all your voices in the Kikori district, in the Kerama district, in the Gulf province, including Kairuku district and also Hirikoyate district and the province of Central. We have your voice. Your voice is in the development forum.
Minister Maladina stressed that by law, the government has asked the impacted districts to appoint representatives to have their voices heard during the forum to address any issues affecting them.
Let me also make it very clear to our landowners and all our stakeholders. We won't miss out. Legislative benefits are there, but the government as a whole is your government of the day. We will not let you down. We will consider your proposal or your interest. If you feel that you have been left out, you bring it to the development forum through the appropriate forum, representation, DDA, LLG, provincial government, and also the state, myself here.
The Papua LNG Development Forum brought together government representatives, project stakeholders, and community leaders to discuss the project's progress and the pathway towards delivering long-term benefits for Papua New Guineans. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Minister for Petroleum Jimmy Maladena clarified that the government has recently amended the law to allow districts to be represented in the Development Forum. He said the amendment ensures equal representation by including representatives for communities that are not necessarily located within the direct project footprint but are expected to be affected by the Papua LNG development. Minister Maladena said the changes reflect the government's commitment to inclusive participation, ensuring that all impacted communities have a voice in discussions on project benefits and development.
In the province, we have more than the people on the footprint. So we have to cater for that. So I want to make it also clear that the law recently was changed because of that. So we've gone back to the organic law in the provincial government, and we amended the law. This government of Marape and Rosadam, we changed the law, the organic law, and we've included districts to come into this development forum and be seated here. And the main reason why we did that, reason why the government did that, we are aware that not everybody is going to be invited to the forum or discuss resource development projects in their districts. So now, under this new law, the amendment of this law, we've given the district and the mandated leaders in the district to come and sit down in the forum. We've also, as of yesterday, decided that we will give some additional representation through the district that affected landowners in the district that feel that they've not got a voice. We've also asked the district, through the DDA, that you are entitled to invite 2 other members from the district, not necessarily in the footprint area, to represent your district to come into the forum.
Member for Kikori and Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs, Soroy Yowe, is still concerned that some landowners, particularly those along the pipeline, have not been included in the ministerial determination. He has called on the government to ensure that this is not repeated in future projects by making sure all landowners are properly identified before deals are signed.
Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs, Soroy AOA, said the exclusion of some landowners, particularly those within pipeline areas of the project, raises serious questions in terms of participation and benefit sharing. During the media briefing on the Papua LNG Development Forum, held today at APEC House in Port Moresby, Minister AOA reminded the government not to repeat this in future.
Stood and watched what the benefit when it's a land of milk and honey. We're not doing enough. Our leaders are not flexible enough to accommodate those things that are pertinent and important to our people. Future generations will blame us for not doing enough or being confined by law. This is our country, comrades. Today is Victoria. Tomorrow will be Central Province. If we don't address this issue, they will also have the same problem into the future. Let's accommodate this one. Issues about cultural and historical ties and significance of our people.
Minister AOA noted that the outcome of this development forum will set the benchmark for future projects.
So that this can set a benchmark. I'm prepared to exercise flexibility on our side. I want to accommodate these people. I want to protect Papua LNG. I want to protect development forum. Because if I don't address that, my people who are living in Moresby will be outside. They'll create a problem for us and we will not deliver. That's the reason why I'm thankful and I'm speaking hard because exactly the issues that we're facing. Don't close your eyes and ears to suggestions. I already said, this is our country. It's a one-time experience for me. Next time if you got another person who has the same type of experience, give them that flexibility that they can benefit. Everybody can benefit.
Mason Lewis, TV1 News.
6 clans in Manus Province have renewed and extended their conservation deed agreements, committing to protect more than 1,295 hectares of the globally significant Manus Great Central Forest. The Wildlife Conservation Society reported that the move strengthens community-led efforts to safeguard one of Papua New Guinea's most important biodiversity hotspots from increasing pressure caused by commercial logging.
6 clans from Pombuma and Pomotu Kuti Andhra local level governments have renewed their commitment to protecting the Manus Great Central Forest through legally recognized conservation deeds. 2 clans renewed their agreements for another 3 years, while 4 others extended their commitment to 5 years for a stronger long-term dedication to environmental conservation. According to the Wildlife Conservation Society, the 6 agreements are part of a wider network of 9 conservation deeds protecting sections of the forest. As of June this year, more than 6,390 hectares of the Manus Great Central Forest is under conservation protection. The Wildlife Conservation Society stated that the forest is recognized as a globally significant biodiversity hotspot and is home to unique wildlife species, including the Admiralty Kaskas and the superb Pita. The Wildlife Conservation Society PNG program supported the conservation deed renewal process through the Kiva Initiative's VIS Plus project. The renewed agreements highlight growing community efforts to balance development with environmental protection and preserve the forest for future generations. According to WCS, the 6 clans collectively manage more than 1,295 hectares of forest within the Manus Great Central Forest conservation landscape. Michael Tamtipais, TV1 News.
This is TV1 News. Among stories after the break, Chuave Hospital gets solar vaccine fridges and MAF set up in Arob.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Toks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Oh, what a game this has been. With a minute to go, it all comes down to this. And here they come. They go wide. Passes to Becky. He juggles. Kicks it. Who will get there? Will Kara, he's over. What a try. Oh, the emotions are flowing. Jubilation, ecstasy, what a game.
Cold Power Citrus Blast uses stain-fighting active particles to remove dirt, grease and stains from your family's washing with less scrubbing and rubbing, reducing wear and tear and saving you time. Cold Power Citrus Blast has an amazing citrus fragrance that gives that extra freshness that will last all day long.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in Milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in Milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. Goldspot brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in P&G. Proudly Goldspot.
You sabi to awesome condom and wambla way where you can abrusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy? Tingim, use him condom long right pla way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you no sabi long HIV status long partner blong you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banisim you yet na future blong you. This platok sabi ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Lethal. They jumping on a hardwood floor to the rhythm of bass. Never felt this free before.
The USA didn't really take charge, and Belgium did. Together.
Chains don't rattle no more. Good Lord, I'm feeling lighter. Nadie sabe lo que me costaba eso.
Welcome back. State of origin fever is increasing as the countdown to the decider continues. Rex Litter is at the Suk Suk Oval at Hohola once again to report on the hype around State of Origin 3 kickoff. Over to you, Rex.
Very
very good evening, wherever you are tuning into TVWAN News this evening. We are coming to you live at Suksuk Street, Ohola. Obviously, this is a state of origin game tree between New South Wales Blues and Queensland Maroons down in Australia, Brisbane. But in Port Moresby, I've got rugby league fanatics who are here with me. They watched game 1 here and also game 2. Couple of big moments for the Ohola community here. Very good turn-up. But in the meantime, I've got Madeline with me from the NCD events team, who will be part of this event this evening, coordinating the program here at the Suksuk Street, Ohola. Madeline, thank you for the time with me. Can you take me through what really happened at the previous 2 matches, and what do you expect from tonight's match from the resident of Ohola so far, in watching this state of origin and being part of these social activities?
Okay, so far from the first and the second game, we faced quite a very big crowd, and they were all been, I'd say, they were all been controlled by my good team here from the casual team, and also our reserve police, and not forgetting the CBC from Ohola, which we really enjoyed the games, both games, and I expect that third game to be the same as well. So there won't be any harassment, and no drunkards, no one disturbing us for the whole night, so we can enjoy the night and everyone watching the show.
How about the security? Do you expect how many of I've seen people invest from the security perspective. Do you expect the peaceful night throughout? I know it's a final state of origin decider, and there'll be some work to do from your men on the ground.
Yes, I believe I have my good casuals here. There's 10 of them, but they've been very hardworking. They've been very helpful, cooperative during the first, second, and now I have a positive mindset that they'll be okay running the show again for this third game here. That's including our reserve police and also the CBC team as well, which they are also helpful to us.
Thank you, Madeline. That's Madeline from NCD Events Coordinating Team. Suksuk Street here in Ohola is one of the 11 or 12 venues in Port Moresby where the State of Origin game tree will be telecasted on big screens like this. We've also have games down at say Hubert Murray Stadium, where they will be broadcasting the game on the big screen, also in Gerehu and other parts of the city as well. Make sure to watch this State of Origin responsibly and go back home safe. But from us, the TV1 crew at the Suksuk Street in Ohola, we thank you very much for your time with us. Back to you, Jasmine.
Thank you, Rex. We'll have another update on the hype around State of Origin 3 later in the Sports Bulletin. Back to our main news. Papua New Guinea cocoa farmers are gaining better access to premium international markets through a partnership between Australia and cocoa exporter NGIP Egmark. The initiative is helping farmers meet new global sustainability standards through digital farm mapping, QR-coded cocoa bags, and electronic payment systems. More than 8,000 farming households have already been mapped, with the project supporting compliance with international market requirements, including those of the EU. A recent shipment of 25 tons of cocoa from 70 mapped farms has already reached European markets. Thousands of mothers and children in remote communities of Chuave district now have improved access to vaccines following the installation of solar-powered fridges at the Chuave Rural Hospital, where frequent power interruptions affect health services.
With more than 50,000 people residing in the remote highlands of the Chimbo province, many mothers and children rely on Chuave Rural Hospital for the essential health services, including immunization programs, health patrols, and community awareness initiatives. Mission Aviation Fellowship shared that the hospital serves as a key referral point for surrounding health centers in Chuave, often without suitable medical storage. Through a health initiative with Digicel PNG Foundation recently, the Mission Aviation Fellowship Technologies team successfully installed 5 vaccine fridges in the wider region, with additional installations still in the planning stage for this year. The district coordinator for family health at Chuave Hospital, Carl Buffy, said their work in remote communities is often disrupted due to power outages that affect vaccine cooling. But now the solar-powered vaccine fridge allows them to store vaccines for longer periods and deliver them to those in need in the remote parts of Chuave. These vaccines will provide vital protection to children and mothers against preventable diseases like polio, tetanus, and measles, and require cold storage due to their value and sensitivity. After installation, Chuave health workers were recently provided with hands-on training for routine monitoring and performance checks to ensure the cold chain system remains in good condition.
Last year, the Mission Aviation Fellowship re-established operations in the autonomous region of Bougainville, restoring crucial air transport and technology services to remote communities. Over the past months in 2026, MAF is slowly building a growing team on the ground in Buka, making preparations from securing land to purchasing tools and training aviation staff on safety, with the plan to launch aviation operations later this year. However, due to Cyclone Mila hitting the region, MAF used the opportunity to respond to Cyclone Mila. John Woodbury, the launch team director for MAF in Bougainville, said that it was a privilege to help Bougainville in this time of difficulty, and they look forward to continuing to serve here in the future. Bank South Pacific announced yesterday that it will be a major sponsor of the 2026 Rugby League World Cup. Today marks 100 days until kickoff on the 15th of October.
As the only international bank in the South Pacific, BSP sponsorship of the forthcoming Rugby League World Cup aims to support national pride across the South Pacific and the growth and visibility of Rugby League in the region, while engaging communities, customers, and its staff. Today marks 100 days until the opening of the 2026 Rugby League World Cup on 15th October, kicking off a month-long tournament that includes teams from 5 South Pacific nations: Papua New Guinea, Cook Island, Fiji, Samoa, and Tonga.
As everybody knows, the South Pacific punches above its weight when it comes to rugby league. In the men's competition at this year's World Cup, of the 10 teams participating, 5 of them are from the South Pacific: Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. And of course, we operate, and we're proud to be a member of the community in all 5 of those countries. And in the women's rugby league, of the 8 teams participating, 3 of them are from the South Pacific. So it's very, very exciting. And of course, for the first time ever, the Rugby League World Cup will actually have games occurring in 3 countries, not just Australia and New Zealand, but also we have 2 match days in Papua New Guinea, in Port Moresby. So we're delighted that this World Cup, we're bringing matches into PNG.
NRL CEO Andrew Hebdo said that BSP has been a long-standing supporter of Rugby League and the communities that sit at the heart of the game. He added that NRL is pleased to welcome BSP as a major partner of the Rugby League World Cup. Hebdo further stated that the rise of the Pacific nations on the international stage reflects the talent, passion, and connection to Rugby League right across the region. Papua New Guinea will host matches at the Santos National Football Stadium on 17th and 24th October, with PNG men's team playing Lebanon and Samoa, and in the women's game, PNG will play France and Fiji.
And now the finance report. The kina closed lower at $0.2277 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2202, $0.3146 Australian dollars, $0.1851 euro, and 35.47 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York closed, oil closed higher except coffee closed lower and palm oil closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. TVWAN News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Oh, what a game this has been. With a minute to go, it all comes down to this. And here they come. They go wide. Passes to Becky. He juggles. Kicks it. Who will get there? No, Kara, he's over. What a try. Oh, the emotions are flowing. Jubilation, ecstasy, what a game.
Hey P&G, get ready to brush to the beat for Colgate National Toothbrushing Day. Brush to the beat with over 480,000 registered participants this year nationwide. Brush your teeth for 2 minutes twice a day and remember to change your toothbrush every 3 months. Head over to the Colgate Pacific P&G Facebook page for more info or drop a comment and tell us a song we can brush to the beat with. Get brushing this National Toothbrushing Day with Colgate.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
You have to meet my best friend. She's the sweetest. Hey, check out my hair.
Which one? The one on your head or the one in the sink? Relax. Next time, just use the Mega Growth Anti-Damage Relaxer. It's infused with wonder oils and conditioning proteins for visibly less hair breakage after retouching. Now your hair looks great.
Thank you.
Mega Growth Anti-Damage No-Light Cream Relaxer for visibly less hair breakage after retouching.
Tambo tru longkarim o salim na simokin. Marijuana or all drugs no good ikam lo overseas or some cocaine or crystal meth. Nupla law or likolim Controlled Substances Act 2021 by making sawe lo you lo baim court fine enough money mark enough lo 2 million kina or go life year calabus. This platok sawe ikam long National Narcotics Bureau. One time Halivim, Willem Australia, Papua New Guinea Law na Justice Partnership.
Thanks for staying with us. Lutheran Shipping Services is anticipating the arrival of its new vessel, the MV Karkar. The 40-meter cargo and passenger catamaran is scheduled to dock at Asiawe Wharf at Voko Point, Ley on July the 8th, 2026, while the official commissioning of the new vessel will take place on July the 18th. Head Bishop of the Evangelical Lutheran Church of PNG, Reverend Dr. Jack Urame, said the newly built MV Karkar is an improved version that offers greater passenger comfort and a reduced environmental impact. He said not only will MV Karkar expand LSS operational capacity, but it will also contribute to the economic growth of the region. 10 staff from the censorship office have received certificates after completing a 2-week intensive training on the public finance management courses. The training was conducted to strengthen compliance, transparency, and accountability in the use of public funds within the censorship office.
The 2 weeks public finance management course online training was conducted by the Department of Finance. The training is part of the Department of Finance recently launched online learning management system.
Some 30, 40 years ago, and training was the pillar. We continue to train people. When you go back and talk about PGS, everybody knows PGS back to front because of what? Training. Training, that's all. If training is not given, then people don't know how to use whatever is there, whether it's a system and a process of government, they will not know. So,
Department of Finance Secretary Samuel Penias
said the training will upskill the staff to be responsible with public resources. He said the outcome of the training reflects the department's commitment to digital transformation and professional development, enabling public servants across the country to access quality training regardless of their location.
Of course, in PFMA, you have this. You have strengthened your capacity to, one, apply principles and requirements of Public Finance Management Act in your daily work and responsibilities. Promote accountability and good governance within the organization.
He said the censorship staff are the first public servants to be taught through the online training method that builds capable and professional public servants.
The Office of Censorship are the first government agency to be taught through the online blended learning method that builds a more capable, knowledgeable, and professional public servants. It aligns with the government vision to strengthen financial management systems and promote good governance throughout the public sector.
Chief Censor Jim Abney thanked the Department of Finance for running the training, as it ensures accountability and compliance, especially in the management of public funds.
Will help the Office of Censorship in terms of how we are going to use the funds. Because everyone out there are looking at the government departments, agencies, how the funds are disseminated, how it's used.
Abney said the training will also prevent issues with public funding.
From the censorship will receive through this PMFA training is promoting accountability, like you said, Secretary, ensure transparency, prevent misuse of public funds, and it is something that every people talk about and saying that online government also misusing money, also working this law. But that training will guide them to say yes or no if my officers are trying to commit something that is when they see the claims when comes in.
The 10 officers will now serve as finance management compliance focal points within their divisions to ensure the censorship office aligns with national financial laws and audit requirements. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
30 women from across Papua New Guinea have completed a leadership program to strengthening skills, building networks, and promoting inclusive leadership. The Women in Leadership short course delivered through the Australia Awards program attracted participants from the public, private, and community sectors. The program provided valuable opportunities to learn from leaders with diverse experiences. The Australian government says the initiative supports leadership, gender equality, disability, equity, and social inclusion through the PNG Australia Partnership, with 5 more short courses planned through to May 2027. Turning abroad, we all want to live at home on our own terms for as long as possible. However, it gets harder as we age or get sick. But what if you try out a range of modifications, robotics, and AI to find the best ways to stay independent and active longer?
Welcome to the Living Lab.
From concierges and companions, kettles that don't need to be lifted. This is a place to test the practical and the emerging.
I'm amazed to see just how a jug has changed.
These kinds of facilities are important to study the way we can help people look after themselves and be independent in their homes for longer.
Fixed rails that can be dropped down.
The lab was developed by Monash University and Bayside Health Peninsula in Melbourne to give older people and disabled Australians unbiased guidance and information on potentially helpful home modifications.
No steps required to move in and out of the shower.
About 50 people a week try out the tech here, which includes adjustable sinks and beds, wardrobe and closet modifications, and an array of cameras and sensors to detect things like falls and communicate with the world. There are also robotic and interactive pets for people who love animals but can't have them anymore because of frailty or dementia. They're known to create a sense of calm as well as treat loneliness. Other robots and AI here can answer questions. Can you dance?
Yes.
And even attempt entertainment.
These kinds of facilities could be scaled across the country.
And while not everything may be for everyone, the need to find ways to keep older Australians independent, active and engaged is only increasing.
It's important for your self-esteem.
Thank you. How can I help you further?
And that ends the news segment. Later in sports, former NRL coach backs Hunters and Santos Cup kicks off this weekend.
Every growing child needs the best care to help them grow physically, socially, intellectually, and emotionally. That's why I choose Tender Care. It keeps skin clean and fresh and is hypoallergenically tested for gentle and safe protection. So my child can be protected for all of life's adventures. Tender Care.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Papa will come close to Laos. Kaya ino ready yet. Mak blem pelatya. Mom's too glorasta. Suppose I'm not ready. Ayo. Mama's lepas him the pups. I'm sure him way blue milk get that.
He finds Johnston. Johnston with some room to move. Alex Johnston. He kicks it again. This should be a try. Alex Johnston did.
It's an unstoppable rush. Taking that extra mile. Pushing beyond the limit and making it happen. Fueling the passion for rugby and empowering the next generation. Feel the power.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Welcome back. We now cross over to Michael at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium for more on the state of origin fever.
Here in ready. Thank you, Jess, in the studio. The state of origin game 3 here in Papua Papua New Guinea. Of course, around the country, it's just electric. The atmosphere is just booming up as fans across Papua New Guinea, and especially in Port Moresby, Konadobu area, flocking into the TVWAN Mari Stadium to witness this big dance. As we all see, Papua New Guinea see rugby league as a religion. It's not just a sport. It's deep-rooted, starting from the grassroots level and up to the national and international level. And for the state of Origin, the Governor Pakop has put up an initiative to get everyone together here at the TVWAN Mari Stadium to work together and to be happy together. And for families and communities coming together to share this love of unity through sport, it's just massive. And for Queensland fans here, they're looking at their teams beating the New South Wales Blues 44 points to 24 in the second match, and the big instrumental games by Sam Walker and Selvin Kobo. And for the New South Wales Blues, they made a big change in their team, and they put more optimistic in those ones that are coming up in the lineup to make a big impact in the game plans. And families are gathering, them flocking in that we are watching, and the atmosphere is just electric. However, it's quite windy, but this is Papua New Guinea. We made it happen anytime, any weather, and anyway. Thank you, Jess, in the studio.
Thank you, Michael. Former NRL and Super League head coach Matt Elliott has expressed faith and confidence the struggling PNG Hunters can bounce back from the long losing streak this weekend when they face North Devils in round 17 of the QRL Host Plus Cup in front of their home crowd at the Santos National Football Stadium on Sunday.
Preparation that
Matt Elliott also coached and mentored current PNG Hunters coach Paul Ayton during his playing days with the Penrith Panthers and also at the Super League. Elliott still helps Ayton in his young coaching career. Former NRL coach who's currently in Port Moresby to show his great support for Ayton and the PNG Hunters playing group, who are going through a challenging season with their long losing streak and all the adversity that comes with it.
Well, it's been a really tough year for the Hunters, but I remember having a conversation with Paul and Scott pre-season. When you lose 10 of your best players and you're in an elite competition like the QRL, like if you lose 10 of your best players in the NRL and you were in the middle of the competition rather than on the bottom of it, it wouldn't be elite competition. Does that make sense? So, and even if you look at the Broncos maybe 3 or 4 years ago, you could see that young talent coming through. They just weren't getting the results. I identify pretty much the same thing going on in the Hunters at the moment. Obviously the weekend, when you have low confidence and inexperienced team, it's not nice getting thrashed. I know how that feels, but they're definitely a better side than what we saw on the weekend, that's for sure.
Elliott, drawing from his extensive 7 years of coaching experience at the NRL level, shared his honest views on the current state of the PNG Hunters under coach Paul Ayton. He praised Ayton's coaching ability and the quality of the team's training and preparation, describing it as elite.
But he's proven me wrong. Definitely proven me wrong. He is very meticulous around his planning, and his connection to the players is good, and he's got to keep standards, and that's something that PNG players are going to have to learn, that when you're in the NRL, the scrutiny is very high, very, very high, so the standards need to be equally the same.
Elliott emphasised that his opinion comes from a deep understanding of rugby league and coaching, having experienced both success and failure throughout his career.
But I know rugby league fairly well. I head coached for 17 years and again did it really well and did it really bad as well. So I know how to do it both ways. The quality of preparation that Paul's getting the team to do it's elite. Okay, and I'm not just saying that, but that's my opinion.
He acknowledged the challenge the Hunters faced this season due to the loss of 7 elite players who have been signed by the London Broncos playing in the UK. Elliott sees this as bittersweet measure of success. While losing top players is difficult, it also demonstrates the quality and development happening within the Hunters program. Despite these setbacks, Elliott expressed confidence in the Hunters' chances in their upcoming match against the North Devils. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Bintango Goroka Lahanis 20 defeated East New Britain Egma Gurias 14 in front of their home crowd at the National Sports Institute in round 12 of the ExxonMobil Digicel Cup on the weekend of July the 5th. A 77th minute solo try by Noah Nom, coming off the bench, saved the day for the Lahanis.
Lahanis opened the scoring early with a try from Ismail Pira on the left-hand side within the first 5 minutes. However, Josiah Jimmy's conversion was unsuccessful. Play continued in Lahanis territory for the first 20 minutes as the Gurias forwards applied relentless pressure on the Lahanis defensive line. This forced the home side to work extra hard to push the Gurias back. Both teams played solidly in attack and defense, with the Gurias containing most of Lahanis' advances. Eventually, the Lahanis forwards broke into the Gurias' 10-meter line before referee penalized the Gurias for foul play. The Lahanis added 2 penalty points, taking the lead to 6-0. The stadium buzzed with cheers from both Lahanis and Gurias supporters. The remaining 10 minutes of the first half saw Lahanis attempt to control the game, but Gurias' quick responses kept them at bay. The half ended with Lahanis maintaining a 6-point lead. After the break, Gurias regrouped and displayed some exciting football skills that caught the Lahanis off guard. Efron Akim scored a try near the post, which was successfully converted to level the score at 6-all. Lahanis bounced back in the 55th minute with a try to Stephen Kopage, although the conversion attempt by Jimmy Josiah was unsuccessful. The Gurias closed the gap with a penalty, making the score 14-8 in their favor. Gurias struck back with good ball work, resulting in a try to Emil Benjamin to level the scores at 14-all. Quick play by hooker Joseph Carrera from the ruck sent Noah Nom through for a 77th try, with Josiah Jimmy adding the conversion to seal the victory 2014. Lahanis prop Stephen Kopage was named Digicel Cup Man of the Match for his outstanding performance. 7th place Bintango Goroka Lahanis will take on 3rd place Mount Hagen Eagles in Minsk this weekend in round 13 of the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
The much-anticipated Premier National Women's Rugby League competition, the Santos Cup, is set to kick off this weekend with round 1 matches taking place in Port Moresby, Lae and Rabaul.
Following Tuesday's major season launch event, all 6 club captains in the Santos Cup expressed great enthusiasm and confidence about pre-season preparations and the upcoming season, setting an exciting tone for the opening weekend of the Santos Cup. The headline fixture will be the rematch of last year's grand final between reigning premiers Guest Resources Central Lebaris and runners-up Bintango Goroka Lahanis. This exciting clash is scheduled for Sunday at the Santos National Football Stadium, Port Moresby. Both teams, led by captains Akila Rabu for Central Lebaris and Delilah Hawase for the Lahanis, have expressed eagerness and confidence, stating they can't wait to hit the ground running in the upcoming season.
Some new girls is coming up for Central Towers, and we just work together and we just defend the cup again.
Yes, looking forward to it and excited too.
In the season opener, in Lae, Lae's next Tigers host the Mount Hagen Eagles at the Lae Rugby League Oval. Captains Julie Joe and Eagles captain Belinda Guasamon are looking forward to a competitive match.
Try hard. Okay, some girls come in, 5 girls all outlet centers come in joining me. Me got 2 academic to come in joining me. So yeah, we look forward to the season.
I think last year, yeah, so lesson last year to be consistent. So yeah, so we failures apart from black and fall short. So yeah, now we pick up there. So this last year we pick up now. Yeah.
In Rabaul, East New Britain Gurias will welcome the Port Moresby Vipers to the historic Queen's Park. Korea's captain Josepha Kawang, reflecting on last year's near miss at the finals, is quietly confident and hopes to draw strength from the home crowd. The Vipers captain Mary Bihama emphasized her team's readiness and commitment to giving their best performance.
We start training 6 weeks, 1 month now. And our team we well prepared. I
have a pretty strong backline with Catherine and Alice on the wing, and also I have Benotti Kuman with me in the forwards, and very excited for this season.
Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Tonight, all eyes turn to Brisbane as Queensland and New South Wales prepare for a winner-takes-all state of origin decider at Suncorp Stadium. The 2026 series is locked at 1-1 after 2 dramatic matches, setting the stage for another chapter in one of rugby league's fiercest rivalries.
New South Wales struck first in Sydney, producing the biggest comeback in state of origin history to claim Game 1, but Queensland responded emphatically in Melbourne, unleashing a record-breaking second-half performance. The Maroons scored 36 points after the break, the most ever scored in a half of origin football, to level the series and force a decisive Game 3. Since the introduction of the 3-game series format in 1982, Queensland has hosted 10 origin deciders. The Maroons have won 7 of those matches, while New South Wales has won 3. One decider in 1999 ended in a draw. However, the Blues have recent success at Suncorp Stadium. New South Wales won the last series decider played in Brisbane in 2024 and also claimed victory at the venue in last year's series opener. Across 24 state of origin Game 3 deciders, Queensland won 16 and New South Wales won 6 and 2 draws. This year, a drawn series is impossible. If scores are level after full time, golden point extra time will be used to determine the 2026 State of Origin champions. State of Origin Game 3 kicks off at Brisbane Suncorp Stadium tonight at 8:05 PNG time. The match airs on TV1 Sports. Michael Tamtipais, TV1 Sports.
Result of tonight's State of Origin decider does not only decide who lifts the trophy, but also decides origin career of some players. Nathan Cleary and a host of Blues players expected to aim up and win the series or face the possibility of losing their spots to young players next year.
The Fox League panel discussion hosted by former Rooster Braith Anasta pulled down a curtain in one of the biggest names in rugby league. Journalist Paul Crowley pointed out that there are a number of players in the Blues camp must play for their career tonight, and amongst them is Nathan Cleary. He said Cleary's origin record is questionable compared to his clubland, and tonight is the time he proved himself that he belongs to the origin arena.
Nathan now has had more games in the Blues number 7 jumper than any halfback in Blues history. He has had enough time now. He was brought through as a 20-year-old, right? He was given time. There was times early in his career where I don't think he deserved to have that jumper at that point. There was other blokes that probably deserved to go, but the Blues put faith in him.
And that ends the sports segment. We'll now have the weather forecast. Regional forecast. Southern, Port Moresby partly cloudy. Daru, cloudy periods with showers, rain drizzles. Momase, late cloudy periods with occasional rain showers. Wewak, partly cloudy. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, cloudy periods with occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kavieng, cloudy with periods of rain showers and thunderstorms. And Highlands region, Menditari and Wabeg, morning fog clearing to partly cloudy skies, becoming cloudy by afternoon to evening with some showers. Ocean forecast. Coral Sea. Seas rough to very rough at times with southeast winds of 25 to 33 knots with stronger gusts. Solomon Sea. Seas moderate to patches rough over southeast sector with east to southeast winds at 10 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots over southeast sector. Bismarck Sea. Seas moderate and rough to very rough at times with southeast at 10 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots with stronger gusts along the southern sector. Pacific Ocean, seas light with north tending southeasterly winds at 10 to 15 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwa Island, Kerama Yule Island to Port Moresby, Hood Point to Samar Island. Seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters, rising to 3 to 4 meters along gale warning areas. Waters of Finchefin to Vitias Dampier Strait to Siasi Long Island and West New Britain. Seas 2 to 3, rising to 4 over the gale warning areas. And that wraps up the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by